Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to make a part 2 of WhatsApp automation. If you have not watched the part 1, so please go and first watch part 1. And in today's video we are going to improve the previous video code, and with a little modification we will make a WhatsApp auto birthday wisher with just adding 2 extra lines or 3 extra lines of code, and we will also protect our program from crashing. So let's begin the video, and in today's video I'm not going to write everything from scratch. We'll just let you know what is the very little change made from previous code and what new we are going to add in this. So first of all, I have made a new file over here which I have named WhatsApp script 2, and the rest is the same from the previous video. In the previous video we have this reps function below this message function, but in this video we have this reps function above this message function. I have shifted this rep function over here above message function, and now we are calling this reps function inside this message function over here. You can see this is interconnected. I'm calling that reps function inside this message function over here, and we had one reps written over here. We were calling one reps function over here that we have removed from here, and that's it. Now let's come to the addition of 3 lines for today's video, and those 3 lines are these. We have added these 3 lines in this video today. Now in this timing in minute, in this line here we will enter after how many minutes do we want to deliver the birthday wishes to the user, and in this line we are multiplying by 60 to convert it to minutes, because the sleep method takes value in seconds, and if we enter 1 in this line over here, line number 29, then this timing variable in this, it will multiply that 1 by 60, which will convert it to 60 seconds. And if we enter 2 over here, this line will convert it into 120 seconds. That's it. And the sleep method will stop the execution of the code below for that much time period, whatever the time we enter over here. And one more change we have made is in this message over here. Earlier we were taking an input, but now we have a permanent predefined message over here, that is happy birthday to you, and the username over here. We are using this F keyword over here to format the string, and using this curly braces over here to get the username which we entered over here. And now we will work to protect our program from crashing. Now let's see where our program can crash. Our program can crash here if we enter the wrong username which cannot be found, so our program will crash. And second, our program will crash over here in this count and in this timing in minute, cause they expect us to enter an integer value, and if mistakenly we entered any string value here, it will crash the program. And now we are having the sleep method over here above this user, and if the sleep method is above this user, which will pause the execution of code below it till the time period which we give. So let's shift this below over here, cause we want to know beforehand that which username we entered here is correct or not. We want to know beforehand this. So this is above it and this is below this. And now our program will crash in these portions. So in these portions we will write a try and accept block over here. And so now I have brought this whole portion inside the try and accept block. Whenever any of these gives an error, it will go to the accept and it will rerun a message function, and the program will start from the beginning. And so that's it, we are done over here. Now we can run the program and check out if it's working. It is asking for the username, me, enter the message count. We want to send it once. Enter the time in minute after which you want to send. I want to send it after 1 minute. And that's it. The program execution has begun now. And after 1 minute, it will send me the message. And so we have received the message. And now, see, happy birthday to you, me. This is the username which we entered. Press Y. Yes, I want to repeat the message. And now we will enter the wrong username. And let's see if the program crashes or not. I have entered the wrong username by entering EE and enter. You can enter the wrong count, like enter 1LK. That's it. Enter and see the program execution has begun from the starting. And so that's it. We are done for today. And in the next upcoming video, we will be making an executable.exe file of it to run the program. So till then, stay tuned to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your